the most shocking discoveries in science and medicine. Hold on to your lab coats because we're about to dive into the most shocking discoveries in science and medicine. From mind-blowing breakthroughs to jaw-dropping revelations, get ready to be astounded by what scientists and researchers have uncovered. Welcome to the Amaze channel. If you are deeply curious, subscribe and let's dive in. The fields of science and medicine are always progressing, and the most recent discoveries are quite astounding. These discoveries are pushing the boundaries of what we previously believed to be possible, whether they are investigating the mysteries of the cosmos or uncovering the cellular secrets of the human body. Who knows, maybe we'll even discover something that will make us rethink everything we thought we knew about the world. So, grab your goggles, and let's get started. The DART and Orion missions. 2022 was supposed to be the year of asteroid doomsday, at least according to Hollywood. But the international space community wasn't about to let that happen. Enter DART Double Asteroid Redirection Test, a joint NASA mission that aimed to alter the trajectory of an asteroid and save us all. And guess what? It worked even better than expected. They successfully changed the orbit of Dimorphos, a small asteroid orbiting a slightly larger one called Didymos. But that's not all, folks. Artemis, another NASA collab, launched the first phase of their mission to get people back on the moon. The Orion capsule was successfully launched in mid-November and returned to Earth just last week. This capsule can hold up to 6 people, so we might be looking at a lunar vacation for the whole family in the future. So, sit tight, and let's see what other mind-blowing discoveries and breakthroughs science has in store for us. COVID's boost to immune research. You know how vaccines work, right? They send a signal to your immune system to wake up and get to work fighting off the bad guys. Well, thanks to some seriously smart scientists, we're about to have some even smarter vaccines that can do even more. Take the autumn COVID-19 booster shots, for example. These bad boys don't just target the original strain of the virus, they also go after the tricky Omicron variant. And they are just the beginning. Soon, we could be seeing multivalent vaccines that can protect us against multiple strains of the virus. But wait, there's more. What if you could get vaccinated without having to endure the dreaded needle? That's where sniffable or inhalable vaccines come in. Yep, you read that right, you could soon be inhaling your immunity. These mucosal vaccines are already being used in China to fight COVID-19. And they could be a game changer for people who are needle phobic. With all these amazing developments on the horizon, we might soon be saying goodbye to the days of annual shots. AI reveals new antibiotics. AI isn't just for generating memes and making chat witty. It's also changing the game in the world of molecular biology. Just when we thought the AlphaFold algorithm couldn't be topped, AI has gone and done it again. This time, several groups have used AI to identify new antibiotic drugs, a huge step in the fight against antimicrobial resistance. And let's face it, with 4.95 million deaths associated with drug-resistant bacteria in 2019, we need all the help we can get. The Chinese Academy of Sciences used machine learning techniques originally developed for natural language processing to identify antimicrobial peptides in the genome sequences of microbes living in the human gut. The algorithm identified over 2,000 potential antimicrobial peptide sequences, and after some chemical synthesis, they discovered that 181 of them had antimicrobial activity. Animal experiments even showed that 3 of the new peptides could be used to treat bacterial pneumonia in mice. With AI helping us to develop new drugs that overcome resistance, we can continue to replenish our arsenal of effective antimicrobials and fight back against those pesky resistant bacteria. Soft cell, hard cell. You might think that biology is all about the yucky stuff, like germs and gooey organs. But did you know that physical forces play a huge role in how our cells develop? That's right. It's not just about chemicals and biology, but also about the mechanical environment that our cells are exposed to. For a long time, scientists had trouble measuring the stiffness of cells and organs inside our bodies. But this year, two research groups, one from Germany and one from the US, came up with a groundbreaking method to measure cell stiffness called Brillouin microscopy. This optical method is non-damaging, so you can see the stiffness of a material without having to touch it. Brillouin microscopy will be a game changer for early diagnosis of diseases like cancer, Alzheimer's, and atherosclerosis. And it's not just about the disease. This method will revolutionize how scientists track the mechanical changes of our cells during normal development, which is super important for our overall understanding of how biology works. So get excited, science nerds. The future of cell research is looking bright and shiny with Brillouin microscopy leading the way. Quantum entanglement untangled. What do you get when you mix spooky action with top-notch science? A Nobel Prize, that's what. This year's Nobel Prize in Physics went to three trailblazers in the field of quantum information science: Elaine Aspect, John Clauser, and Anton Zeilinger. They're the geniuses who helped us understand the bizarre and wonderful phenomenon of quantum entanglement. Quantum entanglement is when two particles are connected in such a way that they act as a single entity. Even when they are separated by vast distances, influencing one particle can have an immediate effect on the other. It's like magic, but for science. Why is this Nobel Prize so exciting? Well, for starters, it's a long overdue recognition of the beauty and importance of quantum mechanics. But it's also a nod to the groundbreaking work these scientists did to pave the way for new technologies. Thanks to quantum entanglement, we might soon be able to create superb or full quantum computers that can solve problems beyond our wildest dreams. And we might finally crack the code on quantum encryption, which could make our communications more secure than ever before. But perhaps the best thing about this Nobel Prize is that it shows us how curiosity-driven science can lead to real-world applications that change the world. By pursuing their passion for understanding the mysteries of the universe, these scientists have opened up new frontiers of knowledge and inspired a new generation of researchers to keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible. The universe is made of stuff we can barely begin to imagine. You might think you know everything about the universe: planets, stars, galaxies, black holes, dust, but did you know that all of that makes up just a measly 4% of what's really out there? The rest is made up of two mysterious types of stuff called dark matter and dark energy. Dark matter makes up 23% of the universe, while dark energy is a whopping 73%. Now, scientists have some pretty wild ideas about what dark matter might be. They think it might be made up of exotic particles that we've never even seen before. But when it comes to dark energy, they're stumped. In fact, one cosmologist named Michael S. Turner thinks it's the most profound mystery in all of science. But here's something we do know: thanks to dark matter and dark energy, the universe is expanding. And not just expanding, but expanding faster and faster. So fast, in fact, that everything in the universe will eventually drift apart until it's uniformly cold and desolate. The world will end not with a bang, but with a whimper. All of this has inspired a whole generation of astronomers to rethink everything we thought we knew about physics and cosmology. It's like the universe is challenging us to ask the big questions, like what is this cosmos we call home? Your mind is not your own. You know those moments when you feel like you're in control of your thoughts and actions? Well, buckle up, because Freud's main idea is here to shake things up. Turns out, a lot of our behaviors, beliefs, and emotions are driven by factors we're not even aware of. That's right, your brain is a sneaky little trickster. For example, ever notice how your mood can change based on the weather? Or how your first taste of something can influence your whole opinion of it? And let's not forget about the power of smell in making decisions. It's all happening behind the scenes, without us even realizing it. But it's not just the small stuff. Our memories, the things we hold dear, are not as reliable as we might think. Neuroscientist Kareem Nader knows this all too well, despite his vivid recollections of the September 11, 2001 attacks. As an expert on memory, he understands that memories are just stories we tell ourselves over and over again, with each retelling slightly different from the last. Thank you for watching. Let's dive in.